Welcome to Lotus Student Mentor channel. In this session, we are going to study the important concept of indentation in Python. What is this indentation in Python? Indentation, what is the meaning of indentation? Indentation refers to the spaces or tabs used in the beginning of a line of your code. Why should we use this indentation? Because Python uses indentation to define the blocks of the code rather than braces. In the case of Java, or in the case of C language, we use the curly brace and open curly brace and closed curly brace. Similarly, in Java also, we use open curly brace and closed curly braces in order to mention the block of codes. But whereas in the Python, we use the indentation. This indentation is so important to understand and apply, because if you don't follow the proper indentation, definitely even though your coding may be correct, but the output won't be executed. Error will come out. That's why it is important. It determines the structure and flow of the execution in Python. Incorrect indentation will result in errors and incorrect behavior of the code. And very important, if indentation is not proper, resolving of the code is very troublesome. So Python uses indentation to indicate blocks of code. For what? For whom? Such as for that is loops, conditions, conditionals, functions and classes. This indentation is very important in the case of Python. And why indentation is important? It is readability and block definition. Readability means here to organize the code, we can understand it, because based on indentation, whether this block belongs to for inside a loop or it is related to the function. So indentation defines the beginning and end of a block of code. And error prevention takes place. What? Error prevention is that incorrect indentation will result in indentation error or incorrect behavior of the program. So what are the rules are there? These very important rules here. Python doesn't use curly braces to define code blocks. So what it will use? Indentation. So how much we have to go for? We have to use the spaces or tabs for indentation. According to PEP 8, that is called Python Enhancement Proposal, recommends that using 4 spaces per indentation level. We have to go for 4 spaces. So this mixing the tabs and spaces for indentation is not allowed and can result in errors. What is this mixing indentation tabs means? You are following at one place 3 spaces, another place 4 spaces. So this indentation, this is called mixing tabs and spaces, that causes a greater errors. Program won't be executed. Let us see in this indentation example for if-else block. In coming videos, we will explain more detail how to write a program. But we are already having familiarity with the Java coding, or if you want to go through the Java programming, it's very simple. Suppose the variable x equal to 10, if x equal to greater than 5, if it is true, then only get into this print. What is the print? X is greater than 5. Yes. Else, if it is false, if x is greater than not greater than 5, then it goes to else. Then what it will be print here? X is less than or equal to 5. The point here it is that print x is greater than 5 means here this print goes to under the block. Which block? If block. And second print, blue color print, goes to which block? Else block. These indentations are exactly the 4 spaces indentation should be there. If it is not there, that is called improper indentation. Next here, what is the improper common indentation errors? This is the first one, is called mixing tabs and spaces. Here you can see that directly x equal to 10, if x is greater than 5, print greater than 5. And next print, this line has wrong indentation. This is what you see, you can see this indentation. The second of this print is having more indentation in comparison to first print. So that's what this is called known as mixing tabs and spaces in indentation. This leads to error, which is difficult to debug. Now coming to next, incorrect indentation level. Now you see there is incorrect indentation level. How it is? Before program before say slide, this print is very backward to before one. Now it it is forward to this print. This indentation is what? Incorrect indentation level. Such improper indentation or incorrect indentation leads to errors occurring. That's called indentation error. This second print statement is not correctly indented. That's why it is going to an indentation error. Now, what is the best practice for indentation? There are, as I mentioned here, always use 4 spaces for indentation. Next, do not mix tabs and spaces. Configure your text editor or IDE to use spaces for indentation. And this IDE is false out. Highlight indentation errors. That is called PyCharm and VS Code. Coming to indentation in loops and functions. Here it is related to the function, that is definition. Def means definition, greet name, print f hello name. This is what function indentation. Whereas coming to loop indentation, this is related to for in range 3. This is the loop indentation. Next, coming to how to handle indentation in IDEs, especially in indentation here, handling indentation, the Python integrated development environments, that is known as IDEs. What are the IDEs are? This PyCharm, VS Code or Jupyter Notebook automatically handle indentation for you. If you go to Jupyter Notebook, it will be already there, handled already. By default, it will be handled in. You don't need to do it any tab or spaces. Whereas for IDLE shell, when you are doing it, you have to follow the proper indentation spaces. That is called 4 spaces you have to follow. So many editors show visible markers. Actually, some of the editors visible markers, that's for spaces and tabs. It will be visible so that you can identify or you can take care of not to coming to the across of indentation errors. So I hope you understood the concept of indentation in this session. Thank you for watching the video.